Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Crafts Her Way by Devin Seward. That's a bright light. I'm sorry if you can see me. We are going to be doing a video today on everything. You can see my neck. We got the surgery done. Looked good. Everything went great. I'm so happy to be back. Everything was benign, so now we're learning how to live with no thyroids. But I am happy, thank God. So let's get started. Okay. I don't know if you can see me on that video, but I tried to show myself so you all could see. Hopefully everything turns out good today. It's going to be an awesome day, so I'm excited. And yesterday we had done, we made the ashtrays, and I went ahead and demolded this one. Okay, and we poured it in the green, and then I took and went around the outside edge with the metallics, and I put some butterflies on it. I think that turned out just gorgeous. I'm so excited. Sorry about that. So excited. And I'm going to go ahead and disable the phone. Okay. So I like how that turned out. It turned out really, really pretty, guys. If you can see that, that is gorgeous. I just absolutely love it. Okay. And the glitter is so pretty. And so that's one and done. And we'll pull that. And I'll put this mold away. And then we did our leaf ashtray. Okay. Herb leaf. And there's the back of it. There's the front of it. I went ahead and sanded it all down, and it's nice and pretty. And we did the mold, you know what I mean? So there's another one. One and done. Okay. Oops. And then we did the red one. And I went ahead and sanded it down, and I'm not going to put anything on it. I like it just like it is. Oh, a scratch on there. I'll have to touch that up. And I went ahead and got it all sanded and finished. And so there's the pretty ashtray, one and done. And then we did our butterflies, and they turned out really pretty. And if you can see, that's the back of them, and that's the front. And I'm just going to put a coat on the back of these today. And there's another one. I got a little bubble in there. Oh, no, it's not a bubble. It's just dust. Thank God, no bubbles. Okay, and then that one is going to get a backing on it. And here's the next one. No bubbles, goody goody. And that one's going to get a backing on it. And then there's the next one. And this one here will get a backing on it too. And so then we're done. And then we didn't get to do our soap tray, so we're going to finish that one up. And we didn't get to finish the snowman, so we're going to finish that one up. And then this one here will come out. This is the Santa we did. Get that one up. Give me a second, guys. It's kind of hard to do. I got to have it right in front of me. I made this mold out of a lid. And, oops, I don't want to break it because I reuse it. There we go. Okay. Yeah. I'll have to fix that just a little bit. So there's the back of it, and there's the Santa. And I got two of them done here. This one is finished, and we'll have to put the red backings on them. So as soon as that's done, we'll put the red backings on. And then here was our skull, and that one turned out really pretty. And so we got to sand that one down. All right. And that is gorgeous. And then we're going to make another one. And then we did the little skull, which is the purple one. And that one is done. So we're going to sand it down too. And then here's the other one. Where'd the big boy go? Oh, I already took that one out. We're going to redo that one. And then here is the white one. This is in order. However, I got a little nick in the head, so I'm going to try and straighten that up with a little bit of resin. It did kind of bubble inside, so we're going to do a re-pour and see if we can't fix them bubbles. So I think we're going to clean that out first before we do the re-pour. And that one didn't turn out too bad. We'll go ahead and list it. And we got 2 of these to do for an order. And then I got my great big one here, and we might go ahead and try and pour one of those and see. All right, and then we have some fan mail today. We have some happy mail. I got some acrylic markers that I had ordered off of Temu, and these are metal acrylic markers, which I really wanted to try them in some colors. I got some really pretty colors in there, so I can't wait to do that. And so there's our fancy markers. And then we got our little, my daughter-in-law brought back our little lizard, which we're going to be doing some little lizards, just not today. She done it in a blue, and so we're going to be trimming those up, doing some of those. Alrighty, and then we also got our little carousel, which kind of comes together. It's a whole lot smaller than I thought it was. And inside is the little bitty horsies. And then the little bitty centerpiece. And these, this is really tiny. I honestly thought it was bigger than that, but it is tiny, tiny. So that is going to be so much fun to do. And it just kind of packs together in its little own circle there. And there's the top and the bottom. And so when we get a chance, we will be doing that one. And then we got the octopus from temu. He's not quite as big as I thought he was. I thought he was bigger than that. So, but it's okay. So there's the octopus. If you can see that, we got it from temu. And then we got these guys from temu as a free gift. Comes with a keychain, and then there's the little toppers. You fill them in and put them on, and I'm so excited to be doing this. I can't wait to get these done. And so we will be doing that soon, probably today. And then we got our map. And this is for the drawing for the 24th, but since my surgery, everything got delayed. So I apologize. I am going to get the drawing in, but it'll be a couple weeks. So if you all bear with me, we'll get that drawing done. The free gift for the tray. Okay. So there you have it. I'm going to leave that one in the package. Drop that one here. With boxes. All right, and then the last but not least, we got UV resin. I'm so excited. This is what we needed, guys. Crystal clear UV resin. So there's our resin for UV. So we were out. We couldn't do all the little bitty things, and it comes with a manual. It comes in a box. So that can sit right there. Set that over there. And I believe that was it of the temu haul. So, oh, no, one more thing. I had ordered, and I got this from temu, and they come from WUXIN from Brooklyn, New York. And so I had gotten Cal decals, and the same thing. They handed me 2 of them. And I just love these little things. I want to put them on a clock. And so I like doing my clocks, and I like doing my wood patterns. And so they were really adorable. There's 2 of the exact same in there. And so there is that. Okay. Now, we have a couple things we're going to touch up and then put in the UV light and just dry them off. And today we're going to be using some UV for backing. And then I got all of our little flowers done and sanded, and we're going to be putting a couple magnets on them. So there's tons of them here. I probably won't do them all on video. I'll do a majority of them off the video. There you see it. Oops. And there's a little bitty red one. There's a little blue one, you know, and some more of the blues, and lots of the greens. And so I have many of them to do. And then I got my little turtle shaker here that has been sitting for a minute, and we're going to be putting her back on today. And then our little angel wings are done, and I kind of just need to trim up around them. And I'm going to put these up because I have a bear on the way. And when I start doing the bear, I'm going to be putting the wings on the bear. Okay. And so we're going to do that until these are done. Hold on a second. Okay. Sorry about that. And then we have our little turtles we did. And these little guys come out of the little turtle mold that we had poured last. When we poured, they were just extra. And so I poured them into little turtles, which I love the little turtles. This one has a bubble in the foot. So it will go in the free box. But anyhow, so there's our little turtles. All right. And so we're going to get started with some pretties. Let's set these guys up here. And move these over. I also have these, the little shakers that I had made, and we're going to be putting some backings on them too. And they need a backing so they're not so sticky. Yeah. Okay. And then that's good. That one's good. It has been a minute. And my little turtle here, I don't know if something stuck to him. So yeah, that didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. So I had to do a report. And he'll go in the free bucket. All right. Now we can get started. I'm going to grab some gloves, mix up some resin, or actually I don't have to mix up no resin. I got UV. All right, I'm going to grab some gloves, guys. Be right back. All righty. I got a little bit of a mess here, but let's get this straightened up a little bit. Okay. So, hopefully you can hear me. Oh, all right. I am going to, I don't know if you can see all these or not. Ouch. That's my toe. All right, so I'm going to pour a little bit onto the butterflies. And then I'm just going to smooth it around the edges. You probably can't see me. My camera is actually higher now than what it was before. So I'm just kind of whooping it to the edges. To get a nice smooth backing on here. Give that a minute to settle. Possibly. I get a little drip in the middle. Whoops, that's going to be too much. I'm going to go cure it before it runs all over the place. And we'll get it over here and cure it quickly. Oh, excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not plugged in, so now I'm going to run. All right. Hopefully that does not run over, and hopefully it cures fast. Okay, so what I'm trying to do, can't do all this and sit down. I'm trying to take it easy today, guys. All right, and then we're going to, if you couldn't see the last one, maybe you can see this one. I'm just going to pour it on there. And then I'm going to get it evened out really quick like. And we're going to get that shaken up. I got to get it to the edge of these edges. I want no uncovered edge. And make sure there's no bubbles in it. Okay, my towel here. I'm going to go slide this one under. Oops. Maybe I should get all the way to the edge of this one, huh? There we go. Get a drip in there. Okay, let me get this one up here, guys. Quickly. Okay, get them curing, and we'll give that time to cure, and then we'll work on the others. I have had so much to catch up, and being sick was so hard for me. I got a heart like a truck. Excuse me for a minute. It is ringing. There ain't no breaking when I throw it in drive. Don't always keep it in between. There, I think it quit. Sorry about that. Print there. Hang on. Well, it's curing pretty fast. That's a good thing. Okay. Okay. Just keep moving around. Alrighty. Now we are going to pour in Santa real quick and get another one of these going while we're waiting. So I'm going to put some hearts in there. Some stars, I mean. Let's see. We do some green glitter. And some green hearts. stars, whatever they are. Okay. All right, and we're just going to brush it all, shake it around there. Whoops. Brush it off Santa. Good enough. I'll get that off of there. All right. I can go back there. Get off my glove. Ah, okay. Here. And we'll put it back in. I hate it when your gloves get sticky and nothing else sticks to anything else. All right, so I got that. And we're just going to pour some of this in there. About like that, and then we'll go ahead and cure it. I'll take my gloves off a minute, guys. Oh, yes. Done. There you have it. There's our butterfly. Isn't that pretty? Okay. We'll start the processes. I'll take these gloves off a minute. Get some fresh ones on. Santa in there. And then we'll get that tip in there so it'll finish. Look at that, guys. Isn't that beautiful? It's done. That is gorgeous. I love it. Okay. So, while them two finish curing, I will go ahead and we'll get this one coated. Okay. Oops, don't even. Now we're going to take and just spread this to the edges, just like we did all the rest of them. Okay. I think that one is bubbled enough. I just want to make sure I've got it up against the edge. There's quite a bit on there. Alrighty. Get this one in the light. That's good. Okay. And we got one more to do here. And we're going to pour this on here. That's where I need my little spoon at. And then we're going to spread that one out. too much over the edges, but just enough to the edge that we can get the all right. There's this one. Okay, use my towel, wipe that off. I throw these little top mats away when I'm done. So, okay, there's that. Now, I gotta fix this real quick. Real quick. That's not gonna look right. Okay. Back to the drawing board, guys. Santa's beard is going to look funny, and I don't like that. Not one bit. Okay. So now, what we're going to do is take and do this little guy here. I'll scrape the last of this out and just pop it on the back. Okay, and then I'm just going to edge it off. And there we go. That one's ready to go in the light. Now, in my corner. Oh, that went in my foot. Oh, that hurt. Gotta take a break a minute, guys. Okay, so we're getting them dry. And then we got this one and this one to put backings on. So let's get them two taken care of. That went through my foot. It fell off and I stepped on it. It's like, ouch. Oh, I apologize. I'm not one to hoop and holler, so please forgive me if I said anything I shouldn't have said on there. I'll try to try to disrupt that, but I have to check it out, make sure I didn't. So we got that one done. We're going to do the backing of this little one here. Oh, that's an awful lot of UV. Yeah, that's going to run over. So let me get that scraped off. Okay. There we go. Okay, get that one in the light. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to put some red in here. And I'm going to pour these two things. I think I'm going to put in a little cup. I'll go ahead and pour this in here. A little bit more. And we're going to add some red to it. And I'm just going to use some of the eco-friendly paint, and that's what I put in all the red backings on my Santas. So that's what we're going to put in this one. And I'll get me a little star. Popsicle stick will work. Ouch. Not my day, huh? And I just mix the red in there, as you guys can see, and I just stir the color up. There we go. Turn that back on. Okay. Then I'm just going to lightly, and you guys can see it from the side there. That's not really very rich for red. Make sure there's no bubbles in it. All right, we're just going to squeeze and pour the red in here. There we go. We're going to do the same on this side. This one's down a little bit. We're just going to squeeze and pour it. There we go. And I'll get them under the light. I'm going to fix that Santa. That did not work for me. Okay. So we're going to put him in here under the light. Uh-oh. Now, we'll get that into gear. Get that one turned around. And we'll hurry up and pop this one in too. I want to get that cleaned off of there. It runs downhill on this table for some reason. I'm not sure why. I don't know why, but it just does. Okay. Let me get it picked up, guys. Get that wiped off of there. I definitely do not want to overrun it. Oops, now so I spill it. Okay. All right, there's that. Now to pour the rest of that into something we can do, I think we'll pour it in. We'll pour it in one of these. There we go. That's perfect. Okay. Now, get the light back on. Get that one cleared. All right, so while we wait on that, then we are going to take the rest of this and we'll have to figure something out for that. All right, so I guess we can do the dragonfly, guys. So here's the dragonfly. And we just pour that into the dragonfly. Let that run down slowly. And we'll just push this over in the corners. Making sure we get all behind this little roundabout guy here. Pop in the bubbles. Just gotta go down into that stem. There we go. Okay. Let me get these gloves off for a minute. They get sticky and I don't want to make my resin or back sticky. Not quite cured. We're going to finish curing those. And then we'll get the dragonfly into cure and that one into cure. The Santa Claus, that's not going to work. That was the UV resin, guys. And I believe it put a bubble in my front. Oops. So I'll have to flip it back over. And I got a bubble in there. So I don't want a bubble in his chin. So I'm going to have to repair that. And I probably can't get the Santa back out of there now. So we'll have to figure it out. So let me get these cured real quick and I'll be right back. All right, it's going to take them just a few minutes longer. So what we're going to do is go ahead and I got the seahorse that I did and it's beautiful and done. And I want to go ahead and get a light coat on the back of her so we can get her in the pot. I'm going to have to hold her in my hand. Put a little bit on there. And then where did I do with that? I just used the popsicle stick. We're just going to spread it right on the back. Just want a small spread of the resin. I don't want it really thick. I just want to kind of spread it around. Put a little bit on my stick and just spread it. I know you guys can see, I hope, what I'm doing here. Just getting a light coat on there. Trying not to let it run all over. And then spread that down. And I get much more on the back. All I'm doing is coating where I sanded so that she has a nice, clean, smooth surface. just like that. All right, I'm going to put that one under the light now. That one should be here. And that one. All right, I get that one under the light. And we'll get her cured down. And then with what's left of this, I'm going to just dump back in the jug. Because we are done with that for now. And so we're not going to waste it. Since UV resin is expensive, we can't afford to waste it. Okay. Okay. There we go. We'll just wipe this off. Wipe around the lid. That way it don't get stuck on there. Okay. Put the cap back on it. Alrighty. Wipe our table up. Alrighty. Now, okay. Now we are going to do the snowman. Okay, we're done with the owl, guys. I'll show you that. Here's our little owls that we did. There's the purple one. There's the green one. Cute. I'll decorate those later, guys. I'm not going to do it today. All right, but we are going to pour Santa Claus. So let me grab a cup. Here's my measuring cup. And I'm going to use the glaze coat, the Fama wood resin. We're going to need about 2 ounces of that. And about 2 ounces of bee. Okay. There we go. And then we're going to grab our stick and stir it up. Working that resin down in there. Getting all these bubbles out. I'm going to let that sit a minute. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to pour one of the clear white. And then we're going to pour him, and we're going to pour our snowman. I'm trying to get all these bubbles out of here, guys. We want a nice clear pour. We don't want no bubbles. Someone challenged me and told me I couldn't do it without putting a bubble in it. Well, I'll show you. Okay, so let's get ready. First of all, we're going to use one of these cups. We're going to pour some of this into a cup. And then we're going to do a re-pour on this old guy here. First of all, I'm going to wipe this out. That's what I wanted to do. I'll get in here and wipe all the color out of it. Make sure there ain't no bubbles on the inside, no mess on the inside, no nothing. It's a brand new mold. It shouldn't have any on it, but they get them sometimes. Little pockets on the inside. Whoops. All right. That looks good to me. Let's see. Nothing in there. Okay. All right. So here it goes, guys. Need just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. All right, now we're going to give her a squirt. Try to pop them bubbles. And top that baby off. There we go. Pop them bubbles. All right, then we're going to move it. We're going to set it over here so it can dry, guys, on level surface. Okay, there's that one. Now, I'm going to pour this in the cup. Let me get the rest of this in this little bitty cup. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit of this over here. Okay. So, in this one here, we're going to do blue. So I got to get the blue. And so we're going to add some blue paint to this. Just a tad. I'm going to put some blue glitter in it. Actually, yeah, Hold that thought. Let me get that paint out of there. Okay, we're going to do the blue glitter. That's what we're going to do. So give me a second, and I'll grab that out of here somewhere. Let's see, right here. Blue glitter. Get hold of it. There we go. And we're just going to pour it in there. I need to take this cap off. Aha. Okay. There we go. And I'm going to grab a little bit of this blue paint, just a tad bit. And we're going to stir it all in. That's how I want to do it. You see that, guys? Whipping in just a little bit of that blue paint. Should add just a tad bit more. Okay. There you go. See, I got the glitter in there and a little bit of the blue paint, and it's kind of going to give it that effect. I don't really want it to be too blue, but I don't want it to be without. So as long as you get the glitter in first and then get your color in, it'll be all right. There, and that gives it a really pretty blue effect. Okay. And we know they're going to sink. That's kind of what we want them to do. And we get our snowman in the middle. Wipe that out. I don't know how red got in there, but all right, so here it goes. I'll pour this in there with it and kind of stir it around. Take my snowman out of there for a minute. I messed it up, so I got to do it right, guys. I got it a little too dark for my snowman. There we go. And we're just going to set him down in there, just like that. When it dries, then it dries. Hopefully he stays in there and he doesn't curl up. All right. I made a mess, but there's a snowman, guys. Okay. There's all that. Take my spoon out. Clean it off. I'll throw these out. Okay. Now, we're going to pour some in a cup. There. And then we're going to grab our metallics over here. I want to do the orange. I think it would be really pretty. I'm going to take the orange. A little spoon here. And this here is called just orange, and it's metallic paint. I don't know who it's by. It doesn't have a name on it. So, and I'm just going to put a spoon of that in there. Maybe one more little half. And then we're going to get a popsicle stick, and we're going to stir this up. Making sure we get all that powder down in there. I'm getting it stirred in there, guys. Look at that. Isn't that pretty color? It's a beautiful color. Okay, I like that color. All right, and we're going to pour it in this skull. Oh no. We're going to have to add a little bit more. So let's do this again. Pour some in here. Let's just do it all. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to add some more of the orange. Let's go with another scoop. Nope, there goes some on the table. Got it backwards there. Okay, there we go. All right, now we're going to pour that in there. There we go. Now she's getting full. Almost got it. just a little bit more. Oh, this is the hard part, stretching over everything. All right, looking good. Okay, and there you are, guys. Let me get some spritz on her. Get the bubbles out. Put it over here so she can hear level. Right. I spilled it just a little bit over the edge. Okay, that is good. All right, so there you have it, guys. That one is all done. Clean this mess up here. I don't think I'm going to be pouring anything else, so let me get this cleaned up and I'll be right back. All right, that concludes our show for today, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, and tomorrow we will finish Summer's thing and we will do the mat and the ashtray. So thank you all. Have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. We love you. Have a happy holiday, everyone. A blessed one at that. All right, see you soon. Bye.